What's going on, guys? Just wanted to talk over a topic that is near and dear to my heart. And for the near foreseeable future, we're going to do something where I think on Mondays we'll do something like a mental health Monday type video and/or information and articles and what's out there and available. Um, this week specifically is going to be towards what the VA has and veterans. I will do stuff for the first responders as well. But as you can see on my screen, obviously you have access to the VA and some of the services that they offer. If you're, out and have service connection, you have some benefits that you can go through there and cost covered, etc. If you're retired, you obviously have access there. For those of us that are out of the radius, and last I checked, it was I believe 40 or 50 mile, and I'll have to double check that, but radius of the local VA or remote centers. If you're outside of that radius, you can typically go and get your own local doctor, which is what I've done through the Aurora healthcare system. So I can tell you when we were in California, Southern California, I did seek and go through the VA. And when we came out here, I chose to not. And, even if you're outside of the radius, you can go. My wife chooses to drive and go to the local VA for her stuff, for primary care and things like that. For mental health stuff, both of us go through Aurora outside. I have nothing necessarily against VA. Some of the remote centers and even locations. You should really look into them, test them out, try them out. They're not all the same. They have some negative stigma towards them, and some of the things that they had. I will tell you, things have changed definitely in the last 6-8 years. And at one time, I did work for the VA in contracting, and I did see how certain money moved and flowed, and programs changed when I was in their 2015-16 timeframe. So, with that said, obviously you have access to the mental health side of things. You can do the messaging directly to your primary care doctor, as well as like a therapist or anybody else that you may have. You can do the contact, and I've had really good luck with the chat, where typically within a couple hours you usually get a response. At least that's been my experience. With that said, if you're looking for some other services or remote services, specifically here in Wisconsin and the southeast area, Aurora Healthcare has what they call the Veterans Retraining Program, or VRP. And if you can kind of look at my screen and see some of the things that it's talking on, I'll kind of slowly scroll through here, some of the things that they help with. What's nice about this specifically is it is therapists that are prior service or currently active service. I can tell you one of the ones I see is currently reservist, and one of the other ones is prior service. So this has been a really good thing. You can see some of the different things they've got here, and I'll just kind of scroll through it real quick. So they have Army, Marines, Air Force, and male and female on the team. So depending on what you're looking for, definitely think about reaching out if you're in the local Wisconsin area to them. It's obviously nice in the sense that they can relate and understand. So those that have been part of the service, whether deployed, not deployed, they have kind of that background, and the way that maybe you communicate is obviously a little bit different if you're prior service, military, etc. I did do some searching and look. Just for instance, I know a lot of veterans are out of Texas or originally joined in Texas. For our service, Marine Corps, it was something like 50% was out of Texas. So if you take a look, they do have the peer-to-peer network where they offer services as well from veterans. So, if you're looking for services, for therapy, help, whether that's depression, PTSD, any of the other things that you saw on the screen, take a look at these, and simple searches of things like veteran to veteran therapy, veteran to veteran mental health, and then the state. Those different searches will get you in the right direction. And then if you cannot find anything and you want help and you need assistance, just kind of finding to see if there is anything in your state, your location, or even maybe if one of these other providers does Zoom calls, telehealth, etc. Because personally, that's what I do. I don't go into in person. I do it via Zoom. Reach out. You can shoot a message, or a comment, or even shoot an email. lifeafterserving@gmail.com is the email. TikTok, Donald Ross _LAS. And then we do have Life After Serving on Instagram, and then the YouTube channel. So if you reach out on any of those and need help trying to locate or find a service and veteran to veteran service, feel free to reach out. But this is something that I'll continue to do some different videos on, some points of contact, and then as well as probably some of the services that were offered. They definitely have some different avenues that they try in helping that I had not experienced in the past, and it's helped. So with that said, reach out, and I'll see what I can do to assist and help you find a location that is near you.